Ever feel like your life is a pressure cooker about to burst? You're not alone. Chronic stress is the silent storm affecting millions worldwide, and today, we're tackling it head-on. Welcome to Inner Peace Hub. In this video, we'll uncover how to spot the subtle signs of chronic stress and learn practical strategies to manage it like a pro. By the end, you'll feel equipped to take back control of your well-being. Let's dive in. You know that feeling, right? That tightness in your chest, the way your shoulders seem permanently glued to your ears? That's your body trying to tell you something. Chronic stress can manifest in so many ways physically. Are you constantly battling headaches that just won't quit? Do your muscles feel tight, even after a good night's sleep? And speaking of sleep, are you tossing and turning, staring at the ceiling when you should be drifting off? These, my friend, are not just everyday annoyances. They're signs, red flags waving, urging you to pay attention. Ignoring these physical signs is like hitting the snooze button on your well-being. You might silence the alarm for a little while, but eventually, it's going to go off again, louder and more insistent than before. So let's start listening to our bodies. We often put on a brave face, telling the world we're fine even when our insides are churning like a washing machine on high spin. But let's be honest, how often are we truly fine? Chronic stress doesn't just impact our bodies. It takes root in our emotions, creating a tangled web of feelings that can be hard to unravel. Have you been more irritable lately, snapping at loved ones or feeling easily agitated? Do you find yourself constantly on edge, like you're always waiting for the other shoe to drop? Or maybe you're feeling overwhelmed by the smallest things, like even the thought of checking your inbox makes you want to crawl under your desk. These are not signs of weakness, my friend. They're not you being dramatic or oversensitive. These are the very real, very valid emotional responses to prolonged stress. It's like carrying around a heavy backpack filled with worries, fears, and to-dos. Over time, that backpack gets heavier and it becomes harder and harder to stand up straight. We might withdraw from the people we love, isolate ourselves, or numb out with unhealthy habits just to try and quiet the storm inside. Recognizing these emotional signs is the first step to lightening the load. When stress changes your tune, spotting the behavioral signs. Ever notice how stress can sneakily change your behavior? It's like a master puppeteer, pulling at your strings, making you act in ways that even surprise yourself. Remember that project you were so excited about, the one you couldn't wait to dive into? Suddenly, you're finding every excuse to put it off, to check your phone one more time, to reorganize your sock drawer instead of facing that task. That, my friend, is procrastination, a classic sign of stress overload. And what about your appetite? Has it gone into hiding, or are you finding comfort in a pint of ice cream at midnight? Stress can mess with our eating habits, leaving us either reaching for unhealthy coping mechanisms or forgetting to eat altogether. And then there's the withdrawal. You know, canceling plans with friends, feeling too drained to engage in activities you used to enjoy, or just wanting to curl up on the couch and disappear under a blanket. These behavioral changes, they're not you being lazy or unmotivated. Recognizing these behavioral shifts is crucial because they're often the loudest alarm bells, signaling that it's time to take a step back, refill your tank, and find a healthier path forward. Beyond the surface, the profound impact of chronic stress. For too long, we've been told to toughen up, to push through the pain, to believe that stress is just a sign of weakness. But here's the truth, my friends. Chronic stress isn't just in your head. It's a full-body experience, a powerful force that can wreak havoc on your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Imagine your body as a magnificent, intricately designed machine. Now, picture that machine running non-stop, 24/7, without a single moment of rest or repair. What do you think would happen? Eventually, something would give. Parts would start to wear down, systems would malfunction, and the entire machine would be at risk of breaking down completely. Chronic stress is your body's way of saying, I can't keep running on empty, and the longer we ignore it, the higher the price we pay. Reclaiming your peace, building your stress management toolkit. Now that we've talked about the serious impact of chronic stress, you might be feeling a little overwhelmed, but here's the good news. You are not powerless in the face of stress. You have the strength and the ability to reclaim your peace, and it starts with building a personalized stress management toolkit. Think of this toolkit as your secret weapon against stress, filled with simple yet powerful strategies you can start using today. First things first, let's talk about movement. Whether it's a brisk walk in nature, dancing around your living room, or a gentle yoga flow, moving your body is like hitting the reset button on your nervous system. Next up, breathwork. Yes, you heard that right, breathing, but not just any breathing. We're talking about deep, intentional breaths that calm your mind and soothe your soul. Try practicing deep belly breaths for a few minutes each day and feel the tension melt away. And speaking of melting away stress, let's talk about mindfulness. Mindfulness isn't about clearing your mind completely, it's about being present in this moment. Chronic stress doesn't have to control your life. With awareness and action, you can tackle tension and thrive. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share your thoughts or stress management tips in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content like this. Take the next step on your journey to inner peace. See you in the next video.